What's going on?
Just got off of work.
I'm not sure what they're doing to you at that job, but your hours are just kind of strange.
Yeah, I had to do training, so teach all day and have to do other things.
That's how it is.
That's how it is. It's okay. You're good when I'm good. So how you doing?
Oh, I'm good.
You good?
Yeah, I'm really good. So, any big adventures since last we spoke?
No, actually, just been.
Hi, Brandon. Hey, Sad.
What's up, guys? What's up?
Someone, early he won last Saturday, so if you want to congratulate him, you can go to out at Crown King 86, and he's also does personal training and all that data. So if that's something that you're interested in, Drew is working for him because he won. So definitely congratulate him. He'll probably be on next Thursday. He's actually celebrating in Greece right now. So he left for Greece yesterday. He'll be back next week. So we'll probably come on and talk about it a little bit.
Way to let loose, go to Greece.
Yeah.
I wish I could do that. Just to let loose. Oh, I won a physique competition. I'm going to Greece. Yeah, I like that.
Tiny Hager, what's that? Tiny Hager. He put Tiny Hager, hey. So so he should be having a good time. He's studying away at work. So good news. My script for Netflix is almost done. I have actually one more episode to do, and then I'll submit it to Netflix, and hopefully you'll be able to see my vampire series on screen. So that's the plan, anyway. So if anybody's interested in auditioning, if I have any say-so whatsoever, I'll certainly let you know. And especially some of the main characters. If you want to try to actively play those characters I based them on, just show up.
Are you going to take it to the gauntlet?
I don't know.
The audition?
What do you mean?
Make audition really hard.
No, I don't. I just want. The passion that comes with being a vampire. That whole thing. So, sexiness. That's all it's about. So if you read my books, you know that's. You get kind of naughty. You get kind of rough too. So my disclaimer: if I've killed you in my book, it's probably because I don't really like you. That's what I do. So if you happen to see your name or your character or something familiar with, and it's destroyed you or pulled your heart out or something.
So that's what it is. You just write books about people, and then you just get rid of them.
It's always good to have a good coping skill, and I feel like a good coping skill for me.
Write it down.
Just write it down. I feel like this Sharon Stone in Basic Instinct. If I would actually kill somebody, you think I'd really put it in the book? Right? All right, so you know that if you're doing anything, you have your own business. We always try to promote different people on here. So I know Tyrell Starks has a podcast. So if you're interested in listening to that, you can go to his podcast and listen to him. He pops on the show every now and then. He might be on there in a few minutes. You never know. But he has a podcast that's pretty interesting. But the funny thing is, I try to get people, because just be promoting them is free, because we're kind of starting from the ground up, but people still don't send me their information, or they say they're going to do it, and I never get it, that kind of thing. I don't really understand that. It's kind of like, why would you not want your name and your brand? People watch, people need different things, people need houses, people need to know what's going on in Atlanta. I have a friend that has a trucking company that I've been trying to get him to send me information about a moving company and nothing. So when you're ready for me to start talking about it, I guess I will talk about it. So until then, you can get my books on lulu.com, LULU.com. So definitely buy. And book number 3 is finished, and it will be out soon as I get the cover done. So if you read the first two, you know everyone's going to be off the chain. So something to think about, especially if my movie's make it to Netflix. When my movie's make it to Netflix, it's going to happen.
Yeah. Well, so you did meet Tyler. I talked to him probably a couple of weeks ago. And he said he came and watched the show over here. He actually liked it.
Yeah.
So think about bringing more on it. Just to get a feeling what he does, what he talks about. I think he's a really nice guy. So.
I've asked him to come on. He said he's more than happy to. I like to have different people just on there. I've talked to actually a friend of mine who is married, so they do like a couple show. We have like a heterosexual couple and a gay couple. We can do that couple. Jamie can bring his friend and, you know, just kind of talk about relationships and stuff and just like, you know, similarities with them. So, really good. Have anything happy that you can post or let me know about. Send me a shoot me, you know, if you want to talk about it. But Trey did send me this one thing on, this lady was talking about Warren Rayford Jr. and Dupree Glass. They were at a party and apparently they were shooting some guns and nobody got hurt, nobody got hit. The police came and they were telling the police that nobody was actually shooting it. But 11 life sentences and 220 years. That's what the lady was saying. That's what they gave them. These two 70-year-olds. And I just thought that was just, I mean, there were no words to describe a situation like that.
Yeah, that's pretty much a whole lot.
Yes, and then some.
You know, probably 2 days ago, you were probably in your junior year or your senior year, or just getting started.
Right.
And now, all of a sudden, you know, you draw something that's cool, which it's obviously not. I mean, you know, different states have different guns.
Of course.
So, do you know what state they're from?
I actually don't remember what state they were from.
So,
she never said.
She never said. So, depending on the state, the gun rules is going to be either.
Hi, Jason.
You know, what's up, Jason?
Jason throwing shade.
You know, he's obviously afraid. He's obviously afraid.
Oh, Brandon, you're not until Friday, so we can do like a little video of you or something. Just let me know when you're in town. Jason says Jamie's going to support. Jamie's on his way. Of course, he has.
On his way. We were both late. Yeah. Yeah.
Just leave it at that.
Yeah. We were both late. So it's not. Yeah.
All right. So.
But he's right. He's always late.
Yeah. He's late.
Always.
Always.
I mean, he's never on time.
I think it's the millennial thing. You can't really recommend.
Is he on time for work?
I don't know.
See?
I would think he'd have to be.
I hope so.
Really good job.
It's true.
Once we start making some money, I'm thinking that to turn into something a little bit better, we'll all be on time.
I bet you he's on time to deliver the science card.
Right. Absolutely. We love you too, Jason. Thank you for being such a loyal fan. And you are a Shady Touch. I'll give you that credit for that. So what else? Let's see. We're doing so many different things.
So what's this Popeyes?
Okay, Popeyes apparently has a chicken sandwich out that people are going nuts for. And it's been out for several months. It's not like it came out last week. It's been out for a long time. I had one several months ago, way before summer even started. I had one, and I mean they are good. So I'm gonna give it credit; it's good.
What's this? I mean, is it just a plain chicken sandwich, or
it's on like a little soft brioche bun? It's a fried chicken sandwich with. I mean, that's pretty much it. I don't know if it has pickles on it, but they do have pickles on it because I don't like pickles. But,
so which is better, the Chick-fil-A or Popeye? Or it's just two completely different things?
Consistently, I would say Chick-fil-A is probably better, but that sandwich I had from Popeye was pretty darn good. It was. I'll give you credit. If you haven't tried it or you want to drop off your diet for a second, you need to probably just go in and grab a little sandwich. Go into a little nicer area just to make sure.
Stay out of the ghetto. That's what you're saying. That's pretty much it.
That's all I'm saying, because some of those hood areas have better food. I know I stopped at McDonald's on. I can't decide which area it is. Okay, well, let's just say I was off of I don't want to think anybody would get over there, but I was off of Tower Boulevard, and I was stopped at McDonald's. You know, on the when the show used to be at that place, and the food was damn good. I mean, it was like the cheeseburgers you get when you're little. It had the onions and the toasted bread, and it was like some hot and fresh, as opposed to the one up on Ponce, which is nasty. Like I can't even eat there. It's nasty. It's real gross. So don't eat at the McDonald's on Ponce. At least before the night shift gets there. Well, I think if you eat there after 11, it's not too bad. What's that? They ran out of sandwiches at 5 p.m. Jason?
Yeah, Popeyes?
What?
Wow. Is it that big?
What? Okay, what happened with the sandwiches? Have been out forever.
So is this we're really serious about this?
Yes, I pass by Popeyes every day, and so do you, on the way to work.
Yeah.
And the sign has been there forever.
Well, I don't really pay attention to Popeyes, but I just heard about this yesterday. I thought everybody was joking.
I didn't know it was such a big deal. I heard about it today. I didn't know it was such a big deal. I really didn't.
Well, obviously, I need to go to
Trey was telling me that there was, okay, apparently Popeyes ran out of chicken, and then Chick-fil-A was throwing shade and said something. They added God to the mix. Like, when you have God behind your product, you always have it in abundance or something like that. You know, on Twitter, so much going on this morning, too. So, you ran across it on his Twitter, and that's what was going on. So I don't know what the big deal is all of a sudden. I mean, really, because it's been out. I think I had one back in, I would say April or so, or even before that. I don't remember.
I don't even know the last time I had it. No, I do. I'm very good with this. Yeah, but when you haven't had fried food in a long time, you try to go have fried food, there's a sick. So I try to avoid it.
If I going to eat, I usually put onion on the shot, so I could find a food, so I try not to eat too much because you don't know what you're doing. Jason says 30 of his teachers went for lunch to get sandwiches. It was like 15 people. Okay, so they're trendy. I don't know what that's about.
Pound Popeyes chicken sandwich.
Yeah, I mean,
just promoted Popeyes.
So they have a good sandwich.
But they need to improve their customer service.
They really do.
If that's going to be, if I'm pounding them.
If you're in Atlanta and you go to Popeyes on Ponce and you order apple pie, I guarantee you're going to have to wait for it every single time. Places other than Ponce, in my area, you probably should, because it's not the best area. The Breeze is okay. They got so many people. I don't, when I decide to eat, I try to go there because they're people just just avoid fast food. It's not good for you. It's not supposed to start there. Yeah, I'm good too. But that's okay. What?
You have literally named every restaurant on Ponce fast food related.
Because if I haven't cooked food already when I'm home, like when I get off work, most of the time I'm not going to cook because I'm tired. And I don't feel, if nothing's already out to cook or going out, then I'm probably just going to pop up here and make something.
Okay, so what about Zaxby's?
Zaxby's chicken, burnt cigarettes, and all this. Yes, and I can say that because that's exactly what it smelled like. It's horrible. And that also is on Ponce. So just keep that in mind if you're ever in the Midtown area.
I missed you, man. Wow.
I look forward to this every week.
Wow.
So I was trying to wait for the little one to talk about Popeyes, but he's currently not.
Apparently he doesn't eat.
He does eat Popeyes.
He eats Popeyes?
Yes, he does. Because I took him home one night after the show, and we went by Popeyes and got some food. So yeah, he eats it. He doesn't look like he eats it too much, but he doesn't.
That's slow metabolism will get you free time.
That's what happens.
Oh, it's actually not.
What?
But you know, it's actually the opposite.
Really?
Yeah, my understanding, I got educated too.
Okay, talk to
It's
me.
supposed to be the slow metabolism that people cannot get big. If you have fast metabolism, it's like you have a part that slows down, kind of the opposite. And I learned that from a doctor. I did not know that. I thought it was just like slow metabolism, fast metabolism, but it's actually a slow metabolism.
Yeah, it makes you.
That increases your cut. You eat, you can't gain the weight, or you cut very easy. I learned that.
Did you fact check that?
No, at the time.
Have you fact checked this?
No, I have ADD. I've been learning something.
Okay, so somebody fact check that real quick to make sure we're giving out good information. It sounds possible coming from you.
I'm trying. But obviously, I had to take a week off.
Did you? You're getting better weekly. I say that every week, but Nathan, if you guys look at some of the past, Nathan is getting better looking every week. I don't know what he's doing, or I don't know what y'all got going on there, but Nathan is getting better looking.
So I was just a wreck.
No, you weren't. You were never. No, you were never that. But I'm just saying, like,
Let's just give you a hard time.
you look rested and all smooth. And,
Rested? Because of good old Ambien.
You know what happened to Roseanne when she took that talking about people?
Wow. Yeah.
So yeah, Jason, of course you can be a guest if you come to it. We love that. That'd be nice. I mean, anybody interested in being a guest, just inbox us and let us know. We can set it up. If you have a topic that you want to talk about or something you're passionate about, let us know. That's what we're here for. That's what we do. So I thought we would I didn't really have a plan for today.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I thought we'd just maybe answer some questions or talk about some kind of recaps of the old shows that we had in the past. Because, you know, the shows that we were doing, a big deal. I got a lot of questions, received a lot of questions about that.
Mm-hmm.
And also the one we did about relationships and open relationships, that was insane. You know?
Do you know what type of questions you
There weren't so much questions as there were statements. You know, everybody has their own belief about relationships and relations. And, you know, so people were saying that people that are down in open relationships are just really afraid to confront somebody about being cheated. You know, rather just leave it open than have to deal with that part of the relationship. So if it's open, then you don't have to really worry about that particular part of it. That was the last discussion I had. It was just like,
So basically, they're using it as a pop out
right.
to really confront what the name of the she is,
Mm-hmm.
and just conforming to, okay, it is what it is. Oh, dude, just come on, man. I was late too, so just. There's a lot going on right now.
It really is.
You can recap. Oh, so I want to hear about listen, we a quick recap for the Boy on the Go. So this Popeyes thing, we talked about that. Now we're talking about various questions from past shows. But what is this Popeye thing? Do you know about this? Because you know everything over chicken.
Dude, the absolute most over chicken sandwich. You know how many fight videos I've seen in Popeyes on Twitter? Like people physically scrapping over fucking chicken sandwich.
Food.
Over food. And I put on Twitter, I said, imagine if there was a video and this person they tried to get into the Popeyes and the line was double wrapped around the Popeyes. I said, imagine if you pulled up the boat like this.
That's a good comparison.
Because people will go out of their way for certain things, but the things that actually matter in life, they won't make no effort to do.
The Amazon.
I agree.
That's ridiculous.
Absolutely.
Like, y'all cursing people out over sandwich not being available as if they have infinite supply of chicken sandwiches. Like, if you overwhelm any organization or business, eventually they're going to run out of something. So for you to go in there and act a fool is ridiculous. Grow up.
Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. The repercussions of what a chicken sandwich can do.
A chicken sandwich.
One chicken sandwich.
Brandon says chicken is a wonderful thing. Hey, Wanda.
It is a Brandon. It is a wonderful thing, but Jesus.
I pulled into Popeyes, ordered a chicken
Yeah.
sandwich. There was no subterfuge. I had to jump through hoops. I didn't even know that I wanted a chicken sandwich. I just didn't really want to lie. So I ordered a chicken sandwich. There was nothing. I didn't get beat over the head or wrestled to the ground. I mean, there was nothing going on. This was months ago.
This is before the hype. Before the hype.
But what changed?
The hype.
The hype. Hi, Tyrell. I was just talking about hype. I get it, the hype, but why is the hype different now than several months ago right now? Because if somebody just eat a chicken sandwich and decide to tweet, oh my God, this is the best chicken sandwich that I had. It's not a chicken breast that you normally get. It's just chopped up and put on a piece of bread with no bones. It's the same chicken.
It started off as like they have a better chicken sandwich than Chick-fil-A, and a lot of people was like, I doubt it. So people started going and getting it, and then everybody started posting that this chicken sandwich was amazing. And that's how it happened.
Okay, so all of you that like Popeyes, I want you to do the same thing with Julian Castro because I like him. And I think he's amazing, so go out and vote. Let's do that.
Yeah, I was thinking something else. I'm not going to tell you what I was thinking about when you said
I
that.
thought it was original.
No, not quite, but my mind went somewhere else. It sounds like a tequila. Am I the only one?
If you didn't know anything about politics,
Well,
the
I was
concept of
already
talking
thinking.
about food.
Yeah, that's why, because I was thinking about tequila, which has nothing to do with
It doesn't.
it. Exactly.
How does that come across?
I have no idea.
What does it? How does it?
San Jose.
I don't think that's.
But that's what I was thinking.
Putting on quick.
Kind of on 75, to be quite honest with you. It's kind of went out, came back.
I don't know if this remarks are appropriate.
It's no, I wouldn't make it fun. He's probably going to drink a lot of it and he gets in there anyway.
You're wrong.
So might as well put it in
Right.
it.
As Brand said, sensationalism, just the patty pies.
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's just.
Is that the Patty LaBelle pies? Those little nasty things?
They ain't even good.
They're not good at all.
It's like,
This is like the worst. I can
This
make
is
a
the
pie
best
right
pie
now. I don't even have any sweet potatoes.
Your pies taste like they were store-bought.
Horrible.
They weren't even that good.
They're not good. They're still not good. People still go crazy on them.
They're nice produced guys. Yeah, stop.
All right, so one of the things that I was thinking about some of the past topics, and I was looking at my Twitter and Instagram, and you know all this. I guess I have a little fascination of people's idea of what pornography is, and so as I've been talking to different people about it, and I've been doing a little investigating, I come to the conclusion that it doesn't matter whether you call it porn or not. What you know is your intention when you put it up. The person that's putting up the pictures or whatever it may be, you know what kind of response you're looking for. You know what your intention is when you put it up. So, I read it always with this, and it looks good again. So I think the intention behind what people put up is stupid. Just as we're talking about naked people, trade props on.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think that people know their intention when they post stuff like that, know the response that they want, and know the response they're going to get. Everybody has a preconceived notion of what they want to happen and maybe stuff like that. So
They don't bother me.
I mean, it's
Just keep scrolling.
it's not a doesn't bother me either. I mean, sometimes I pause a little bit when I see stuff. Sometimes I pause a lot.
I mean,
It's not
I
bad at all.
personally don't see nothing wrong with taking appreciation of someone.
No, certainly there's nothing wrong with it.
I see no.
My thing is, just don't try to mask it. You're like,
Oh.
I'm just trying to.
This is art.
I was just sitting around the lake. And
Nudity
all of a
is
sudden
a-
I just
is
took
a
my
porn.
pants off and.
Nudity is a porn.
Okay, but like Playboy and Playgirl seem to know what nudity is. Hustler seems to know what nudity is. I mean, if you don't know what pornography is, just buy one of those magazines. And if you've done something that you see in
But
those
see,
magazines,
This whole
possibly consider porn.
This whole conversation, I guess, is premised around the idea that porn is somehow negative.
But it's not necessarily.
You know, I'm not saying
Right.
you are doing it, but when people think of porn, they think, oh, bad.
Yeah.
No, you're an adult, so like not a child.
Right.
You've seen porn plenty of times, you probably watch it all the time, like most people do. So, I mean, that's all I'm saying. Like, you know,
I'm,
what it is.
I'm not saying anything wrong with it.
yeah,
I mean,
it is what it is.
I see nothing wrong with that.
I think we'd agree with it.
I think
it's,
we are.
I think it's you.
Is this the first time we all three have been on the same?
Probably. I think it might be.
Yes.
Trey says nudity isn't always porn. So I agree. Nudity is not always porn.
I agree.
It's
But
not.
you have people who are clearly promoting porn, calling it art. And you need to stop.
Call it what it is, baby.
It's porn.
Because you know what you want when you put it up.
Now,
know
if you're
what
a model, and you take little pictures for like catalogs or whatever. I mean, I guess I can see it, but if you just posting the rendezvous, that's porn. That ain't no art. Ain't nothing artistic about it.
All right, so Wanda says we're in agreement. Brandon says to each his or her own. I can easily hit the unfollow button if I'm offended, just like when people take selfies throwing up the middle finger. Instant unfollow. Yeah, I mean, you have the right to watch or not watch whatever you want. That is. And Trey, the body is art. I'm not disagreeing with you. The statue of David is art. It is. A picture of somebody, it wasn't you. They had this like white, like silky sheet around them, draped over them, and they were naked. And I thought, that's cute, kind of. But then, if you continue to look at it, he's holding his penis. That's not art, is it? I mean, I wouldn't consider that art. I mean, it's not art to me. I mean, somebody might look at it and say that it's art, but it wasn't art to me. I just thought it. I don't know what I thought when I saw that.
Well, what was were there any comments or that?
What is it, baby, the bigger package? You're probably right. Then that would have made it. That probably would have made it a little
Oh, that
nastier.
was wrong.
They can't open it in your penis.
Man, that's wrong.
Was David even real?
Let's not go down that road.
Okay. I really don't know. I've never researched it. I know what the statue looks like, but I never. Is it real?
You talking about from the Bible?
Is that the statue of David?
Yes.
Am I the only one that doesn't know that? What part of the Bible? What was he in the Bible?
King David? What you talking about?
I just thought it was some random dude at the kingdom that they liked to wear. The statue of David. I didn't know it was from the Bible.
Yeah.
Then why is he naked if he's from the Bible?
Do you know how much? Do you know what's in the Bible? Have you read the Bible?
There's all kinds of stuff, but people talk about that statue like it's the best thing ever. And they have
Because
statues of it everywhere. But what is it supposed to represent?
The human body. That was a big thing during that time. Like people.
Okay, I'm sorry, I just started reading the Bible and
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
because I'm not reading it now. I didn't finish. So
It's a lot going on.
I don't want to talk about it because people get mad when I talk about the Bible.
You'll be alright. I thought it was a cool book.
God was off the chain before Jesus was born. He was. God was
Make
angry.
Trump look like an angel.
Right. He's been comparing himself to that lately.
We not even going to talk about him because he's getting my last. He needs to go somewhere.
Yes, today's show is random conversation because we don't have a plan, so we're just kind of beast bullshit.
And drop his last breath.
Right.
Let me see. He's an aberration of human. He needs to go somewhere.
He's not going anywhere, unfortunately. So we'll be stuck with him until we're not stuck with him.
Right. So what do y'all think about the Rock Nation merging with, well, not merging, partnering with the NFL, and all this backlash about Kaepernick standing up for Black Lives Matter, the Harry versus Jay-Z. What do y'all think about that?
You know, Luther?
I don't even know what I'm
Okay. You haven't heard of it?
talking
Yeah.
You want me to explain it?
Yeah, go ahead.
So basically, I'm not. I'm
Like,
trying not to make it.
You want me to explain it? I'll talk to you about it. I'll talk to you
No,
about
I'm
it.
asking because I didn't know if you meant like you didn't know anything about it at all, or you just know briefly, like you know you have no.
I know who Kaepernick is. He's a dude that, they do get up for the sit on the knee for Black Lives Matter or whatever.
Right. So the issue people are having is Jay-Z recently got into a deal with his company Roc Nation and NFL to basically produce their entertainment content
Oh, for the Super Bowl.
for the Super Bowl and just for the NFL period.
I did see something about
And
that.
there's also supposed to be a social justice content component to it as well. And people are saying that Jay-Z basically sold out the black community because he got into a deal with the NFL.
What black community?
My issue with that is, what has Jay-Z done for you personally? How has Jay-Z helped you in any possible way? I'm talking about the average person. Unless you personally know Jay-Z, like he's done nothing for you.
What-
So to claim that Jay-Z is like the spokesperson for an entire community because he's a rapper and entertainer, I think is stupid anyway. Because I think to a certain extent we put too much power and authority behind entertainers versus people who actually impact things that matter, like public policy. You're hoping for a rapper. And first of all, why are we expecting the NFL, an organization that's based off of sports? It's not a social justice organization. It's not a government. It's an entertainment and sports company. Its purpose is to promote a sport. It doesn't have a purpose outside of that, if you really want to be honest. So for people to be looking for the NFL to do something that they should be looking for government to do, I think it's just, it doesn't make sense to me. Because you're trying to hold a sports organization to the standard you should be holding your government officials, your community leaders, et cetera, et cetera. So I just don't understand the whole concept of him selling us out to who? It's the NFL. It's about football.
Right.
But if you want to add a social justice component to it, the reality is the NFL is not obligated to push any agenda.
I don't see how. I mean, I get it. Whether Jay-Z does or doesn't do it, it doesn't affect us at all. So, who decides what?
Nobody
affects
does.
the black community.
And that's the
I mean,
thing
who's
that bothers me as black people. We put too much emphasis on people that don't really do anything for us. Now, I'm not going to say Jay-Z hasn't done amazing things as a black man in a capitalist society, because Jay-Z is a capitalist. That's what he is, and I don't fault him for it. If I was born in the system and I could go from the projects to being a billionaire off of music and my talent and my story, I would do it today. So I don't understand the issue. And also this idea that he somehow stabbed Kaepernick in the back because he took a deal with the NFL, and the NFL colluded against Kaepernick because of what he stood for. First of all, Colin Kaepernick decided to do something that, one, he knew would be controversial. Two, he knew he could possibly lose his job because you're so-called making a sacrifice and you're trying to bring awareness to an issue. So when you bring awareness to issues that people feel like are not talked about enough surrounding marginalized people, the reality is you're probably going to lose something that you had in that process. Look at other leaders who were so-called social justice pioneers.
You know that was his intention at the beginning, but was that after stuff? Because my thing is, what if he just nodded off and was about to stand up, and then all of a sudden,
no, he made a concerted effort to do what he did.
No, I get it, but
he made an effort to do what he
and
did.
you can do that. But what I'm saying is the aftermath of what he did was blown way more out of proportion than what he actually did. I mean, so if
I
that was
agree.
been like,
I mean,
so calling you to stand up, next time stand up or don't stand up, whatever, and just move on. But it turned into this big issue and this big movement, and that's, to me, I mean, was that his intention? Is that what he wanted? I mean, he was standing up for a cause, I get it, but the fallout behind that, it's kind of like how the Republicans tried to do the whole gay marriage thing and put that on Obama, thinking that was going to hurt his chances of winning. And then that backfired, and now gay marriage is legal. It's like it's one of those situations. You push something thinking it's going to have one effect, and then it has the opposite of what you're trying to do. Now he is like a household name now, basically. Everyone knows who he is and what he's done.
And the thing about it is, like I said, people are saying, "Oh, he betrayed people," or da because he's not a good with the NFL. Who's against Kaepernick? But Kaepernick, one, did a settlement with the NFL for past grievances as far as a labor dispute, him not getting paid because they basically blackballed him. So he's made a settlement. You don't settle unless you feel like things are taken care of. Like if I felt like I wasn't being redressed properly, I felt like it had been resolved. Two, Kaepernick has a contract with Nike. Nike does business with the NFL. Nike has contracts with the NFL. So if the issue is doing business with the NFL, Kaepernick is doing business with the NFL every day. And this is another thing. People talking about, boycott the NFL. These same people was watching football every week and then posting we boycott. Because that's how people are. Because they want to be seen as these everyday lives. They do nothing to promote the causes they espouse on social media.
So the one says Jay-Z is about money people. Jamie, you're absolutely right. Taylor says people are always looking to blame someone for not doing more in their own community, but also want to jump on board when things change positively in the community. It's a matter of pointing the finger.
Right, because Jay-Z was just getting lauded as somebody who was literally using his finances to push criminal justice reform, literally paying people's bail off so they could get out of jail. During Ferguson, he paid for all the people who went to jail to get out of jail, to get their bond, give them legal representation, and all that. He's been financing Black Lives Matter for years. Him and his wife behind the scenes. So for people to act like Jay-Z is all of a sudden some sellout to his race because he took an NFL deal, I think it's disingenuous because people don't look at the whole context of the situation.
Because they don't know.
And how is Jay-Z? How is?
Well, this is a very, it kind of hits me hard with this because, I'm one of those guys that really follows football, really follows the sport in general, right? So I'm glad that you brought up the whole fact that Kaepernick is endorsed by Nike.
Well, Nike.
And Nike endorses what?
The NFL.
So why is no one talking about
it?
it? So why is nobody talking about that? So is Cap all of a sudden a sellout just because he's endorsed by Nike and Nike endorses the NFL? But a man, Jay-Z, black man, he's selling out his community because he decides to get involved with the NFL. Mm-hmm. He has a huge voice in a way. We're inside, but he's a sellout. Mm-hmm. He has had our back, literally, like you said, Black Lives Matter, Trayvon. Mm-hmm. paid for funerals.
Mhm.
Am I right?
Did all kinds of stuff.
So where was Kaepernick when all of this was going on?
Doing nothing.
I'm going to tell you where Kaepernick was. He was somewhere with his shirt off. And that's not me being mean. That is the truth. Now, these people that says, oh, he stood up for a cause. Yes, he did. He knew what the sacrifices and the consequences of what was going to happen after that. He kind of already prepared himself.
He did.
So with that being said, the same people that are saying, oh, I cannot believe he is not standing during the national anthem. Why are you not standing during the national anthem when the game is on television during the Super Bowl? Everybody was sitting down. So what is that? It's the same thing. You have to be in the stadium or out of the stadium. It doesn't matter. If you're not standing up every single time the national anthem is being played, why are you so against Kaepernick?
That's kind of a good observation. I mean, if you're going to be going to the flag, you're going to stand up.
Thank you. Thank you. So I'm still trying. I'm just like you, Jamie. I'm still trying to figure out whether Jay-Z just put on black people. How did he do this?
This is the thing about.
I mean, I get it. But what if? I mean, did he put on black people that like rap or black people like football? I mean, what is about the one?
This is the thing. This is the thing that bothers me the most is we feel like every black person has to combat what we consider systemic racism the same way. Everybody's not going to attack systemic racism in the same way. You have people who are going to be outside of the system, working on things on the outside. Then you have people who will go inside of the system and do reforms on the inside. Look at an interview with Jadena. He's a rapper. He said his father told him this about Africa as a continent. He said his father always said you can't inflate a balloon from the inside. And what he meant was sometimes you have to go outside of the situation to bring resources into it. Mm-hmm. So that's one way to look at it. And then you also can look at it as if we have no influence in a particular space, then the way to gain influence is to get into that space with some kind of position of power. Mm-hmm. So what would the NFL's content and their mindset be if Jay-Z wasn't in the room? Mm-hmm. Have we considered that? Mm-hmm. Because I don't recall Rosa Parks boycotting the bus and then never catching it again. Mm-hmm. What she did is she boycotted, and people boycotted until they got what they want, but they still rode the damn bus. They didn't say we're not riding the bus ever again because they don't treat us fairly. They used their power and leverage to get what they wanted, and then they continued using that resource. Mm-hmm. You don't boycott something and get nothing from the boycott. That would be the dumbest thing ever.
Mm-hmm. And another thing, name one black NFL owner. Go ahead, I'll wait.
Exactly. Why are we not boycotting NFL? Because there are no black NFL owners. There are only a couple of black NFL executives. But y'all mad about somebody actually getting inside of the NFL? Like I don't understand black people who think the only way to reform things is to tear it to pieces. Mm. That does not make sense to me.
How many black coaches in the NFL? Go ahead, I'll wait. So why not think outside the box for a change? Maybe even a billionaire, even though he's going to handle the entertainment aspect when it comes to the Super Bowl, he's already at the table. How many people fought just to get at the table? So you get at that table, you're going to change minds automatically. I already know he wants to be an NBA or NFL team owner.
And that's apparently that's part of the actual deal that he's getting some kind of stake in the NFL team. And the crazy thing is, I asked people, I said, so if Colin Kaepernick were to get his job, what would that do? Would that settle police brutality? Would that solve the issue?
It would not solve
anything. If Kaepernick got a job,
it would not solve anything. And furthermore, on top of that, I'm not going to say the team due to this, but Kaepernick was offered to come into a training camp 2 years ago.
According to Stephen A. Smith,
he did not show up.
Yeah, according to Stephen A. Smith, he got offered several jobs.
Yes.
Now, I don't know how accurate that is, but it's not like no team in the NFL has shown any interest in Colin Kaepernick or did not offer him anything. Because Stephen A. Smith said that several teams offered him the position.
Yes.
But he wanted to be a starter.
Well,
From
from
my
a sports perspective, and somebody that follows it, Kaepernick was not going to be a starter. Statistically, he had good receivers around him when he came in for the 49ers.
Yeah, so
When those receivers went down,
His stats declined.
all right, so even deeper into the whole football thing, because I mean, I've played football for years, but there has been, and we talk about all football players and they make money and they do this and they do that, but beyond, underneath that tone, there's a lot of injuries that come along with that, head injuries and all the stuff that never gets addressed. People are, a lot of sports players, they're losing their minds. They're having all these health issues because of the cleaning of the helmets and how they ever did anything about them. I think they're finally just now starting to address those issues, but the truth of the matter is that nobody, they want to call, I've heard people talk about football being like the kind of the new slavery kind of thing, except the guys are just getting paid a lot of money. I don't know if that's a good analogy or not, but or the metaphor or not. But the idea is that if you don't care enough about your players, no amount of money is going to stop them from getting hurt. No amount of money is going to stop them from dying. You're injecting injecting painkillers and all this stuff so they continue to play, which shows that you don't care about the player, you care about the performance.
Think about what the NFL is. The NFL is a bunch of grown men on the field knocking down each other for money. That's all it is. It has no value outside of being a capitalist, a way that capitalists can make money off of entertainment. There's no other value.
And the injuries that are required before you get to the money making.
Right. It's already
in college.
Expensive.
I mean, all those things are just stacking up. So when you get to the NFL, if you make it, you'll make so much in a while, but there's the side effects from that.
CTE.
And see, and I'm glad you brought that up because this also aligns with the whole Jay-Z and Kaepernick situation. The NFL didn't start doing something because somebody got into the door and sat at the table and showed them what was going on with these injuries, these head injuries. They tried to say it did not come from this. There's a movie that Will Smith was in, Concussion, what you call, that talks about that. So it's all about getting your foot out the door, seeing that
he's giving rich white people cover for colluding with Colin Kaepernick, and he's giving them unfettered access to black entertainment. And I'm like, the stuff that y'all care about versus the things that y'all don't, it annoys me.
And he responds to Brandon because he said he disagrees about. He says slaves never got paid. The NFL creates new job meaningless every season. I get that. I didn't make that expression up. But what I'm saying is, they get paid money, but they don't care about the player. Is what I'm saying. Like just like you're getting paid to do your job. I get that. You're getting paid well, but there's so many injuries and side effects that come from doing that job that before you make all that money, you're not caring about it. So if you play football for 10 or 15 years and you're a millionaire, but what is that money going to do for you? You have an aneurysm, or you have a psychotic break, or you can't walk, or you end up having that rage that's caused by all the clang of the helmets, and you hurt somebody, then the money's meaningless. If you're going to really care about somebody, you care about every aspect of what they're doing. You're not injecting them with painkillers so they can play a game. I mean, how many players do you see get hurt on the field? They have to be carried off, but by the end of the game, they're coming back to play. What are they doing? Are you doing that thing with the Karate Kid? They have this reality back there in the break room? No. They're injecting that and sending it back out there. So it's a problem.
I'm trying to think of what exactly it is. I think it's Marcelo's wife. Didn't he put in the news? Marcelo's wife? I just know it was a guy who was
play for a while.
But he talked about how he was getting injected with this certain painkiller called, I forgot what it was called, but he said they only told him that the side effects were possibly like organ failure or whatever. So he was like, it was after he retired, he was in his car and he was trying to get out of his car and he could not physically move his body. And come to find out he had some kind of organ failure.
Oh yeah, that's right. I do remember that.
Tied to
and
trying
he
to
had played for Brown University.
Yeah.
He went to an Ivy League school.
And I watched the whole documentary about a bunch of NFL players who this has happened to because they literally, they just shoot them up and say, "Oh, your knee broke. Okay, you're gonna inject you with this thing. You're gonna feel nothing." And then they just played. He was like he played with a broke left foot for a whole season because he couldn't feel anything because they would just shoot him up and then he would go out and play. He was like, I had some of the best seasons of my life playing with broken bones and all kinds. And he was like, years and years after doing that, once you stop, that stuff catches up to you. So I mean, that's what I said. The stuff people care about versus the things that they don't. It confuses. It truly does. Like y'all really be mad at a rapper for doing entertainment with the largest entertainment company in the United States. Like company do that. All because one person decided he wanted to be this advocate, which I appreciate him for.
Yes.
Not construed that I'm somehow against what college athletes does, but I'm saying we have to look at that. We have to look at this with nuance and be real about the situation. He knew what he was doing before he went into it. He knew what the risks were, even if the risks were unfair, which I think they do. I don't think anybody should lose their job for standing up for certain issues. And that goes across the spectrum.
In different things. I get that. Jay-Z's a millionaire. He's working with billionaires and different things. The black community is upset. Whoever that may be. We're not millionaires.
That's what I'm saying.
We're not $100,000.
I don't see how this impacts.
We're not
our
a few $1,000s. We can't even be in that conversation.
I don't see how this.
We don't have the power or the money to be upset about what's going on.
Unless you're like some kind of black vendor that does business with the NFL,
Right.
You have some real connection to the NFL's money. I don't see how this impacts you anyway. Like I just don't.
And it doesn't.
I truly don't.
That's what Tyrell said earlier about people jumping on bandwagons and stuff. Okay, I get it. They do the same thing with Gucci. They did the same thing with Tommy Hilfiger. You make one little statement and people just go nuts. But at the end of the day, you're still buying the stuff.
And that's I watched the interview when the whole Gucci situation came out because Dapper Dan, he's a very famous black designer within the black community and within the hip hop community. And people were trying to say, oh, he was selling out because he was still doing business with Gucci. But he said, what sense would it make for me to give up all the stake I have in this company and then have nothing, right? And have no influence? And I don't understand the logic of if a company's not doing what you want, then give up all the interest and power you have in that company. Because at the end of the day, they could then do whatever the hell they really want to do at that point. Because there's nobody pushing back on them. There's nobody bringing a different perspective to the room. There's nobody there to advocate for people who aren't normally in that room. So I just don't understand the mindset of if something isn't working the way you want it to work, then you should just stop using it.
None of it serves a purpose simply because it's a for the moment happening. Right. So whatever's on the forefront of the news, like the Black Lives Matter thing. Mm-hmm. Before Trump was elected, there were marches and all kinds of stuff going on. People are still getting killed. I'm not hearing anybody do marches. I'm not seeing people marching around Atlanta and all these causes the causes are still there. People are still dying.
That's the thing that bothers me. That's the thing.
Why do people stop?
Because it's no longer a hot thing to do.
Right. And that's a shame. Because that's how things don't get solved. Yeah. You just want to talk about something when it's hot on the media.
I'll never forget.
But then couple of weeks later, it's
I'll never forget when Kasim Reed was the mayor and he had this town hall with a lot of activists from Black Lives Matter. And people were calling him Uncle Tom, because they were literally physically blocking highways and people could not go home. Emergency personnel couldn't get through the city. And people were calling this man a sellout because as the mayor of the city, he simply asked y'all, don't go into the street. Sometimes it confuses the hell out of me, the things that black people do in the guise of being activists and being woke. That didn't do shit, excuse my language. You standing in the middle of a street, of a highway, did nothing. And until we don't want to admit that a lot of the stuff that we do under the guise of activism, it does nothing. It does nothing. It makes us feel good. We go out and we release our emotions, but that's it. Nothing gets done. This man was trying to explain. I'm sorry, but as a mayor of the city, he's responsible for everybody in the city. If somebody would have got ran over, if somebody was trying to go to the ambulance and they couldn't get there and they were dead, that's on him. And people don't want to think about things in a nuanced way. They just think, oh, we gonna go on the street and we gonna protest. What the fuck is that gonna do? What is that gonna do?
If you have a cause and you know something's going on, that's like that's like everybody that's watching, everybody that watches later on, sending us emails and IM saying that racism still exists. Okay, we know.
But that does nothing.
It does nothing. Marching in the street, you might home,
The thing
and it's not
about it,
doing anything.
the thing about it is going back to the town hall that he had during the time. He was trying to get them to understand that you can't get the change you want if you don't even want to deal with the people who are in power. You won't even speak to the police. You won't even go to a city hall meeting and talk to people who you might not necessarily agree with. And I tell people all the time, imagine if Martin Luther King thought the way that some of these people think nowadays. That he dealt with real racists, like racists that will call you the N-word in your face and not care at all. But he still sat at that table and negotiated and coalition build and did all kinds of stuff to get things accomplished. If you're not dealing with the people you disagree with, and you in your little silo with your little echo squad, and all y'all just agreeing that stuff is terrible. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. This is bad. That does nothing. If you are dealing with the people in power, all this complaining, it does nothing.
It runs, and it runs, my uncle.
That bothers me so much because I see it all the time. People do all this stuff. They complain. They march. They do this, but they won't vote. They won't go to city council meetings. They don't even know who the hell the mayor is. But you telling me you a social justice activist. You don't even know who your officials are. You know nothing about how the government functions. People who actually make policy that changes the things that you want to change. You know nothing about the system, but you just say, oh, the system's corrupt, so I'm not going to deal with it. But guess what? It's going to stay corrupt if you don't engage it. But we have these people who talk to us as these deep intellectuals who tell us, oh, well, don't deal with them because they're wrong. Well, that's who you need to talk to. You need to talk to the people who are wrong, but you need to convince them to change their mindset. If you're talking to people who agree with you 24/7, you're doing nothing. What are you doing? You're not doing anything. Zero.
Yeah, very well said. Very well said, especially the Martin Luther King, because that's something that. So I don't get it either. So I agree with you, Daniel. I agree with everything that you brought.
The roots run really deep. Like Martin Houston, he was a cop. He died a few years ago. He was in his 80s when he died. But he's been a cop forever. I mean, a cop long. Like, and he used to tell me stories of all the corruption and stuff that went on and how deep everything was. I mean, so we talk about systemic racism, but it runs really, really deep. I mean, it's generations of people controlling this and controlling that. And it's not something that we're going to ever be able to do alone.
The only thing we can really do about this is mitigate it and lessen it as much as possible and as often as possible.
Right.
But there will always be systemic racism. Mm-hmm. That's what it was built on.
This is Jamie for City Council. Yes, I like that. He's gonna. This is gonna be a man. I'm telling you. So y'all keep your eye on him. Going up to his future's bright. His future's very bright. We need more people his age that are involved.
Just passionate.
Yes.
Get involved. So,
On a different note, before we close, I want to talk about something. Have y'all seen Dear White People?
Yes.
long
How do you
time.
feel about it?
I feel like, okay, I watched season 1 and I was okay with it, but it irritates me. It really irritates me because you have, who talks like that? Nobody. I mean, all these actors and just, oh my God, it's just like,
They make everything about race. And then the people who are the most loud and proud about being black, they sleep with white people. They don't want nobody to know. It's just, but that's how it is though. Like, people loud Frederick Douglass, but then they don't want to talk about the fact that he let his black wife be with a white woman and left all his kids for him. So people don't like to talk about the reality of people who have these complexes. There are underlying issues there that they aren't dealing with. Like you're so pro-black that you married a white woman and you left your black wife for her. Okay, but you telling me I need to be black everything. Like everything is about blackness. But you knocking white women down left and right. Okay, keep going. Keep going. People are just ridiculous.
Right.
Like people like that, they always are phony people. Like people who sit on soapboxes and they harp about things in the booth in the back of the corner. They are doing exactly what they're preaching. I promise, it never fails.
Oh yeah.
It's just like the people.
I mean,
who,
it goes
it's
all
just
the way
like
back
people
to
who
the
preach
Catholic Church, back to just about every situation in
being gay
history.
is wrong.
It is the same.
But you
it's
screwing men on Jack, and then when people fight, I can't believe he. Why? He was the loudest person about gay people. He's gay. That's
got caught in the office.
You know, I just you guys could be.
Oh my God, I think this is the first show Damien and I have actually agreed on every single topic.
Yes.
Whoa.
I thought you were gonna start humming for a minute. I'm like,
Like,
Jamie starts telling me about this chair. It's time to leave the room because he's gonna explode.
and I think that's why I quit watching Dear White People,
Right.
because that's what I picked up on immediately, and I instantly lost interest.
And I don't care. You know, we don't care who you date. That concept. It's not about that. The thing is,
It's not even
the
about
message that you're trying to send, you contradict yourself
contradictory
throughout the whole thing. And in season 3, like everybody has dreadlocks and twists and all these different Afrocentric hair designs or whatever you call it, and it's just ridiculous. There's one girl who actually is probably from the hood, is so embarrassed by being hood-like that she has to pretend to be this whole other person who's also sleeping with a white guy.
Yep.
And when she can't even talk to her mom on the phone, and her mom was like, "Excuse me, like who is this?" You know, she's like, "Oh my God, I'll be back." You know, I'm like, "Come on."
And then her
It's
mom came to
ridiculous.
visit her, and she was embarrassed by it. Like that stuff, like cut it out.
Right, that's not okay. I don't like the message that it's sending. And I didn't watch it for a while because I wasn't sure what it was about. But then I watched season 1, I got through it. You know, I think the little Duke Boy on there is the only reason I got through it because I actually liked him. He was a decent character. But and then I start when the new season came on, just the way they communicate just really got
And then
me.
this new season, like they have this particular gay character, and it's just so over the top. Like it
Is that the one that was angry in the other seasons? The little light-skinned Puerto Rican guy? It was remember the one he like in this season he's one like he's always a little coach, like he's just jumped off the England colors. I mean all the color shirts and his pants. He was always the angry one. He always like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. His little light skinned I don't know, Puerto Rican black whatever, but now they're trying to imply that he's gay or something and trying to give all the extras or all the people that didn't have big parts in the other 2 seasons are giving them more to do in this new
You talking
season.
about the Deans?
No. He was a nobody. He was like, you have to watch. He wasn't anybody. They're trying to give him something. My thing is just like, who talks like that? And I'm a pretty good communicator. And I can throw scenarios around with the best. To have an entire conversation. Nobody has an entire conversation like that. Right.
Yeah.
Nobody does that. And
The
it
whole
just
conversation is
irritated me.
metaphor.
Yes.
It's
Oh,
but
I can't even watch it anymore.
there's a certain demographic of black people who love oppression. And I'm just gonna say it because it's true. They love talking about being oppressed all day. Everything's just oppression. Oppression, oppression, oppression. Okay. Will you enjoy your oppression? Keep talking about it.
I would like to know people that talk about. I don't ever hear people talk about situations. I hear people talking about other situations they're not directly involved in. I hear people make excuses for something they've done wrong and then mask it by somebody trying to hold them down. Or somebody doing this. They'd be completely wrong.
Yeah.
Been wrong forever. Like somebody been late for work for like 6 months in a row. And all of a sudden they get fired, like they might be fired. But you don't have any idea.
As you should have gotten fired. Yes, they did. Good.
That kind of stuff. But I don't hear too many stories. I don't even know people who are actually physically held back. I mean, like an actual person is holding them back. You know, because we have a lot of opportunities to do a lot of different things today. And I'm sure there's a lot of things going on, certainly I'm not denying that. But at the same time, take a look at your life and figure out what's going on with you and
I'll never
what's
forget.
really at.
I'll never forget the Uber ride I had with this guy, and he was talking about how everything was just weird. That was the guy who told me my college was brainwashing me by teaching me economics. Because at the time I was in economics. I asked him, I said, so you say this is all that's wrong. I said, so what do you do? And I got exactly that. Fucking silence. Because that's what people love to do. They love to talk about what's wrong. And you ask them, what are you doing? Oh, it's nothing I can do. So what the fuck are you complaining about? I'm just I'm tired. I'm really tired. If you can diagnose problems and then you tell yourself there's nothing you can do about it, you know how insane that makes you? You know the psychosis that induces when you keep diagnosing issues and then you also say there's nothing I can do about it? You go crazy. You can't even think properly after that because you literally feel like you're just existing to exist and there's nothing that can be done. I refuse to believe that black people in this country don't have any means to make ourselves better. I don't care what you tell me. I know all the studies about systemic racism, da 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 da. Those are very real things, but there are some very practical things that black people can do right now to put ourselves in a better situation. Notice I didn't say solve everything. I said to put us in a better situation.
And one thing we can do, and we use your little story, we can travel outside the room, bring stuff back inside of it.
Exactly.
To make the community bigger and better.
Right. I'm tired of sugarcoating things so I don't offend people. At this
We
point,
don't need
I
to
don't
sugarcoat
care.
anything. We don't need to sugarcoat
Because
anything.
everybody's
People
getting told-
Everybody has a problem. Everybody has a problem with this and a problem with that. But what's the solution? Where are the solutions at? You don't want the solution. In order to deal with the solution, you have to actually face yourself. If you don't want to face yourself, you just want to complain. Nobody wants to hear you complain. We want to hear what you can do about it or what you intend to do about it. I remember Dan and I took an Uber back to the house, and the driver was like, so, we're heading towards Piedmont Park, you know, and he was like, so you're going to visit Piedmont Park? He said, y'all going to visit Piedmont Park? I was like, no, I live there. He's like, for real? And it was just a very uncomfortable moment because I don't know how many people visit Piedmont Park or whatever, but it's the way he said, like we didn't have a right to live here together. He was surprised that somebody lived there.
you look. It's the way we think is sad. You know, it's honest. We think particularly way that it's not what it's
The thing is, we need to figure out what we is. You know, we say we do this and we do that, they do this and they do that. We don't know who we are, we don't know who they are. But all of a sudden, every time something comes up, it's the black community. You've done this to the black community, you've done that to the black. Where the fuck is the black community? I mean, what meeting are we missing? Seriously, I mean, let me know. Send me an invitation. Google Maps me and let me know where to go to meet this community that we're so offended. I mean, is it the community that I drive through from here to work? Is that the community? Where is the community at?
I think I've been like 10 city council meetings in Atlanta, and I saw like two people. The city is majority black.
So if you have information, is it one of the Phantom community is meeting? Please let us know.
Did you throw a block party or something?
Oh,
Or bring a
yeah.
rapper there? Or
Oh, bring back Freaknik.
Or bring back the real Freaknik and see what happens. You know,
so I truly, the amount of people who are on Twitter who talk about Donald Trump over there, and you ask them to vote.
Marissa says the North Pole. You're probably right, Marissa. The North Pole. That's where they are. You know, that's where they are. And I guess we need to meet them somewhere else. And you know, travel through the mist. Probably it's over there where Wonder Woman and her family go through the mist. Anyhow, we're gonna wrap it up. We'll see. You know, I'm used to being off the next day. I have worked every day except Monday. This week and last week. You know that I don't do overtime. You know we don't do overtime. We have Sunday, Monday, Tuesday off every week for 7 years, and now I'm doing overtime. I'm tired. Businesses don't like it, they probably should. All right, so folks, thank you.
That's where I'm going now.
What, Papa? Huh.
You go to
Yeah, I'm
Buffalo?
shooting that card. Huh?
Oh, shooting that far?
Yeah, they were shooting that card 2 days ago.
Oh,
Or was it a
yeah.
day ago?
It was the spelling.
It's
It's
on
spelling
Thursday.
well. It's in Buffalo.
I don't know. Is there something else?
I talked to my mom and I was saying that I feel like it's only a matter of time. I'm not trying to put anything on Atlanta, but we've been bypassed from a lot of different things considering how big the city is. And so I always have pause when they're having a big event in the park or anywhere else where a lot of people are going to gather because I just feel like it's only a matter of time that something's going to happen. I personally don't want to be scattering, falling on the ground, or running around trying to find some cover, trying to avoid something. So I do it by staying home.
I just don't like people.
Me too.
I'm not gonna lie.
Have you
about it.
noticed?
I mean, I'm a friendly person. I just don't like it. It bothers me. I really don't. I just don't like it. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna be blunt about that. I'm just gonna be blunt. Until we start taking accountability for what we did, for what has been done, and have self-reflection, we're not going to do that. We're just not going to. And that's basically where we're at. Because nobody wants to take accountability for anything. We want to blame everybody but ourselves. Until we look at ourselves and self-reflect and realize who we are as an individual, as a human being, we're not going to move anywhere. It doesn't matter, white, black, I'm just going to say it, human race in general. So that's where I stand with. And to go back to the NFL, everybody is going and wants to protect their own. I don't care where you work. First and foremost, their priority is to protect the shield of their brain. So that's what it is, and that's where I stand.
It's just like it's just like how people be loud and wrong. They will defend their family members. He shot 4 kids and killed 3 grandmas, and they say freedom. It's the same concept. People.
You're going to protect the shield.
You're going to protect who you want to protect.
And that's what it is.
It's human nature. If I have a vested interest in anything, I'm not just going to be like, oh, you can have it. Nobody does that.
All right, so we're gonna wrap this up. We've been on for a minute, so thank you guys for joining us. Thank you all for the comments, and let's get on it next Thursday at 7:30. Hopefully, we can all get here. What time is that? I read your comments. You like this on the videos?
Huh? No, I said I'm talking about next week.
Oh, it starts
I
next
didn't
week.
say this week. I thought school started this week. I was wrong.
Oh, okay. So next week is when you call me.
No. I'm just saying. I was just saying.
All right, so that's it. Thank you for joining us, and we will get on it on Thursday. Please share the show. Everybody share, and let's see. Have a great night.
Oh.
I love onions. Sure. Look at it. It really is.
Hold on, we got one more thing.
You just should have just cooked it. My God. And stay lubricated.
I'm trying to turn this camera on.
Stay lubricated. That's my message. Stay lubricated. And you do look like you got to go on some track and field.
Does he tell me how to?
I mean, it's
How extreme it is.